everyone, and welcome to my channel. We're going to take a look at Sunless Skies. Now, those of you who have seen me on this channel for a long time have probably seen me play a game called Sunless Sea. Sunless Sea was created by Fail Better Games. It's an amazing game, but it is a it's got text-based in it. But it is not, it's a game, but it has a lot of reading. I don't know why that was really hard for me to explain. This is very similar, but it is a sequel to Sunless Seas. And in fact, Sunless Seas was a sequel of an actual text-based game that was very pretty, called Fallen London. So it's this entire universe. They make references to each other, but you are not required to have played Fallen London in order to understand Sunless Seas, and you are not, as far as I can tell, required to have played Sunless Seas to understand Sunless Skies. I have played this game, which is still in early access and releases on January. My god, I'm having a great time with this intro. I'm trying to do this quickly so we can get into the game. January 31st or 30th, 2019. So it releases in about a month, shortly after Kingdom Hearts 3. Good luck, Sunless Seas. But I love this series of games. I freaking adored Sunless Sea. The music in these games is phenomenal, and the overall feel of these games and the storytelling and the writing is just, I could die. It's so good. They're very hard. I've never got very far in Sunless Seas. It was too hard for me, but I still love the hell out of the game, so it's so good. It's such a fun game to play, but it is very unforgiving. So there are two types of ways you can play. If you die, you can only continue if you have a new captain. Sunless Seas is very similar, or you have a merciful campaign where you can reload. I think, for the sake of just looking through this, let's do a legacy campaign, because I have no idea what I'm doing, and if I have to start over and then I find out, or I mean, if I continue and I find out that I just like royally screwed up things, I'd like to start with a new captain. So we're just gonna do legacy campaign, which means it's Iron Man. It's basically Iron Man. Oh, I forgot. This was kind of a long load. I could have explained everything here. Just kidding, it lied. The last time I did this was a very long load. Apparently not this time. So, log of Her Majesty's locomotive, the Orphean, March 14th, 1905. Our expedition to the domains of the dead has been eventful. The Orphean is damaged, and it's in grievous need of repairs and supplies. We are returning in haste to the Reach, where I hope to make port at New Winchester. May God be with us, for 1,000 deaths wait in the sky. Made it through that. So, these games are also horror games. They are not happy games. Okay, so this is Blue Kingdom, Transit Relay. The Blue Kingdom, as far as I can understand, and again, I have only played this for about 5 minutes, is a kingdom of the dead. So this is our ship. This is cities in the sky. So Fallen Seas, real quick, just to explain, because stuff is going to happen once I move forward. Fallen Seas takes place in a cavern, basically, like a huge, massive underground. It's like, it's that Hollow Earth theory, basically. But London, I believe, caves in and falls into the earth. Listen to this music, just like, oh, it's so good. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyways, this is my favorite stuff. It's basically, Fallen Seas was very steampunk and also very Lovecraftian, and it looks like Fallen Skies is very much the same, if not cyberpunk, maybe. I think it's like a mix. It still feels very steampunk to me, but it could be cyberpunk. And again, I've only played for 5 minutes. So let's go ahead and go forward. You've returned to the Reach, an untamed, sunless span of the heavens. London's new frontier, a celestial garden run wild. So this, obviously, the cities are built in the sky now. Your journey back from the Blue Kingdom was tumultuous. Your locomotive is crippled and Captain Whitlock badly wounded. That would be us. So this is like a tutorial type situation. This is March 16th. As first officer, the crew looked to you. The nearest station in New Winchester is New Winchester. Can you get the Orphean there safely? March 16th. Alright, we got some fuel. Oh, the last time I did this, there was text that showed, oh, a wreck drifts. Yeah, it said, oh, that's interesting. All right, the last time I played this, it said that the crew was really glad that I found fuel. Anyways, a wreck drifts here, less fortunate even than you. We should scavenge here for repairs. Alright, so before I grab this, you move forward with WASD. I think... Okay, never mind. We're not going to do that because I'm losing fuel as I speak. You strafe with Q and E, and apparently there's cruise control now, which I don't know why that amuses me. The wreck of the Ozymandias. The wreck hangs in the sky, pocked with recent gunfire. You and the boarding party don your sky suits, garments of waxed canvas lined with felt to protect against the cold of the sky. 2 of the crew are whispering as they dress. What business did Captain Whitlock have in the Blue Kingdom anyway? Why the devil did we trespass onto the districts of the dead? You silence him. Now's not the time. I would normally do an English accent here, however, I feel like not tainting this with my terrible accent. Leap across the wreck. The gap between the 2 engines isn't wide, but the endless fathoms of heaven gape beneath it. No, thank you, I would absolutely not. Leading the way, you jump. Your stomach lurches with vertigo as the stars blaze above you and below. The air of the heavens is thin and torn by unpredictable winds. Then your boots hit the running board of the Ozymandias, and your leather-gloved hands fumble for a hold. One of your companions throws you a line, and you lash the 2 engines together. Only then do the rest of the boarding party follow you. One of them forces open an exterior hatch, and you clamber inside. Her interior is cold, unlit, and whistles with wind. Your party's lamps spread buttery light over the narrow paneled passages. Why is this so blurry to me? You make your way towards the hold, stepping over bodies crumpled in the corridor. Unfortunately, your way is blocked. A bulkhead has been mangled inward by a well-aimed barrage. Did I lower my volume? No, I did not. There's just no sound. Okay, that's fine. So we could clear the obstruction away. You locate a length of pipe to use as a pry bar and set to work. This will test my iron skill. So there's skills that you upgrade. Lead your party on a more precarious path. Go back out onto the Ozymandias' hull. Climb past the blockage. I'm gonna beat the heck out of the obstruction. Let's do it. Daggone it. As you strain against the stubborn steel, you remember an event from a year ago. I failed that. A boiler explosion had trapped an engineer beneath a tangle of plating and pipework. The captain was first on the scene. You were second. Oh, so I am not Captain Whitlock. Well, that's news to me. Together, you pried the wreckage upwards enough for you to crawl beneath it, while the captain braced the bar across her back. By all means, take your time, she grunted as you dragged the engineer out. Back in the present, the twisted bulkhead yields. Suddenly, a crewman cries out as its jagged edge bites him. You ordered him taken back to the Orpheum. Oh, God, he gonna die. He go die. We lost a crew. Fantastic. You have reached the Ozymandias' hold, a ruin of smashed cargo and spilled supplies. Hopefully, somewhere amidst the detritus, you can find parts to repair the Orpheum and restock your stores. Conduct a thorough search. Your companions work quickly. The Ozymandias' hull has begun to creak. Your actions on board may have compromised its integrity. Abso-heckin-lutely great. You find enough food and gear to restock your supplies and enough spare parts to make necessary repairs to the Orpheum. Maybe all 8 of us should not have boarded this at once. The food will need to be thoroughly thawed, of course, but you've eaten worse in the skies. Oh ho, cries one of your party, prying the lid off a long crate. It holds a cannon, still nestled in straw. Another crewman pulls a battered birdcage from a pile of ruined cargo. Within the cage, something winged and furred opens a sullen eye. You examine your finds. Oh, do we have a mascot? The Ozymandias emits a long, juddering creak. Your boarding party exchanges nervous glances. From the chaos of its hold, you have retrieved repairs and supplies and recovered some useful equipment. A gun that could be mounted on your locomotive and an educated bat. Alright, let's see. I could choose? Mount the Jerusalem cannon on the Orpheum. Her own weapons were damaged during the flight from the Blue Kingdom. That leaves you vulnerable. Or liberate a diffident bat and employ it as a scout. The heavens are wide, so locomotives use scouts, like bats, to look at things of interest. That seems more useful to me, even though the skies are very dangerous. I'm going to take the bat. Okay, the bat treats its rescue as an inconvenience and immediately begins haggling over pay. You offer to put it back in its damn cage and leave it on the Ozymandias, at which point it becomes more polite. You doubt it will last. I have a bet. Oh, okay, never mind. I come back. Alright, I get the cannon as well. The Cotteril and Hathersage Jerusalem fires single shells to a good range, more or less accurately. You order 2 of your party to get it back to your vessel and fit it immediately. The Ozymandias groans again. The structure shudders spasmodically. Get off, get off, get off. Book it. The Ozymandias emits a long, juddering creak. Your boarding party exchange nervous glances. From the chaos of its hold, you have retrieved repairs and supplies and discovered some useful equipment. A gun that could be mounted on your locomotive and an educated bat. Press on to the engine room. You might find more fuel there, but you had better hurry. The Ozymandias is beginning to tear apart. I feel like that red text is supposed to be on this one because it says you will abandon anything you have not yet claimed from the hold. It is too dangerous to stay. I would love more fuel, but I feel like that's risky. The wreck of the Ozymandias screeches as its metal buckles and tears. You press on through the shuddering corridors, searching frantically for the engine room. I am gonna die. I will go by myself. I ain't sending a smaller party. It's foolish for all of you to go. Send your quickest and lightest to retrieve the fuel while the rest of you return to the Orphean. Your hearts give you a 49% chance. My mirrors gives me a 49%. Wow, I'm just gonna fail no matter what I do. Send the rest of the boarding party back to the Ozymandias. Go on alone. God, I have less than a 50% chance of succeeding at either of these. This is such a bad idea. I'm gonna die. I have such horrible luck in these games. I'm literally gonna die. It's fine. I should not have done a legacy captain. That was a terrible idea. Oh well, you'll live and learn. I'm gonna send a smaller party. Alright, no one is keen to go on alone. In the end, you have to rely on drawing lots. The 2 members of the party with the shortest lots pale and make their cautious way towards the engine room. Great, they died. The rest of you return to the Orphean and await your return. And wait. Too late. With a dying groan, the Ozymandias buckles and splits in half, the 2 ends spiraling in different directions. The 2 crew that were still aboard are lost. Solemnly, you stoke your engines and steam away, restocked and rearmed, but fewer. Lovely. Well, that was a horrible idea. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That scared the ever-loving daylights out of me. The captain's condition is worsening. Great. Oh god. Summoned by Captain Whitlock. The walls of the captain's cabin are lined with a hodgepodge of curios from across the sky. A chunk of black permafrost from Old Tom's Well. A knot of fossilized Hybrian fungus. 2 spines from a scorn fluke mounted on the wall, crossed like swords. Captain Whitlock lies in bed. Black marks cover her skin like a monstrous band. When she coughs, coils of acrid smoke pour from her that seems normal. That seems fine. Approach the bedside. Inquire after the locomotive's doctor attends her. His lips are tight. Captain opens her eyes as you draw near. She tends to smile. Let's approach the bedside. Her mouth is blistered from the blue fires that dance on her tongue. Her hand grips your arm. Her skin is hot as kettle. Made arrangements. The Orphean will be yours. Her voice is just a rasp. I'm doing great with that so far. We've lost 3 people. I just want to let you know that. But promise. She breaks off to scream a word in a language that was not made for human mouths. When she resumes speaking English, she is weaker. Her request little more than a grasp. Promise me one last service. Promise. Tell her to rest, pull away, demand to know why she took the Orphean to the Blue Kingdom. All right, look. Whatever it is, I'll see it done. For my captain, I shall do it. She blinks. She sinks back relieved. All in my will, she gasps. Be a better. She breaks off as the sigils burn into her bones flare. Jesus, what happened? Glowing cherry red through her flesh and skin. Better captain than I. The effort exhausts her. She sinks back into the scorched pillows and a twisting, frantic fever. Well, the walls of the captain's cabin are lined with a... Oh, okay, we're back. So I guess we'll just leave. All right, bye. You leave the cabin and the scorched stink of its air behind and return to the bridge. New Winchester is further than you'd like, and the captain doesn't have long left. All right. Do I go this way? I don't think so. This seems like the way I am not meant to go. This seems like the way I am meant to go. Whoa. Reach Marauder. Oh, God. This is bad. You can, Oh, jeez. Okay. Alright, I need better aim. God, that is terrifying. Oh, shiz. Woo! Ah, crap. I'm overheated. Where'd it go? No, hey, come back here! Where is it? No, come back here! You can't run away from me! Aw, yeah. This is a loud game, my god. Alright, the Reach Marauder is defeated. You approach the buckled wreckage, poised to plunder the plunderers. Behind you, someone is humming a song of victory. Booyah. Strip it for repairs, can't do that. Raid the remains. Marauders pillage homesteads and hunt travelers all across the Reach. Hey, I got 34 sovereigns. Your boarding party returns with wallets of watches, cufflinks, lockets, and keepsakes. You store them in a safe to be pawned when, if, you make it back to port. Yeah. Well, alright. Which way am I supposed to go? Blue Kingdom Transit Relay. Well, that doesn't tell me much. Alright, let's go this way, I guess. Oh, this is just... It explains to you how to play the game. Or rather, important aspects about the game. Look at the backgrounds. Oh my god, look at that. You see the stars? Look at that! What is this planet? Are we flying sideways? Jesus. Alright, this is a little too open for my likes. You are leaving the tutorial area. You are about to leave the tutorial area without completing the initial story. Oh wait, no! You can continue if you wish. You will be asked to answer some questions about your captain. No wait, turn back! Yep. Just kidding. Don't want that great big ol' expanse. Well, that's interesting. And kind of cool. I hope I have enough gas to go towards the... Ah, heck. I have the worst aim. Okay, we're fine. Ah, heck. Alright. Oh, good. I got it. Could I, Alright. Alright, we got 48 sovereigns. I hope I have my other sovereigns. I hope I didn't lose those, because that was a lot of sovereigns. Ah, wispy condensation trails the sky, the ghosts of passing trains. New Winchester. Oh! Sweet mercy. A new port. The crew are relieved to see land. Perhaps unwisely. Alright, come on. I'm just gonna back into this. It's fine. Yeah! You see them skills? You coast into the bustle, the din, the soot, and the steam of Wolvesy Station. It is clogged with other engines, scrappy mining locomotives from Lustrum Way, weathered explorers gleaming with frost, sleek company vessels with bright brass fittings. No sooner have you pulled into the sidings than brusque station master bustles over. He requests to come aboard. I must speak with your captain, he insists, brandishing a ledger. The usual formalities. Yeah, good luck with that, bruh. She dying. Look to the Orphean's doctor. He has just appeared at your shoulder. His face is solemn. His hat is in his hands. Ah! The crew exchange bleak, wordless looks. The Orphean itself feels suddenly more empty. The station master looks confused. You inform him that unfortunately Captain Whitlock has just passed. Ah, he says neutrally. Sorry to hear that. Very sad. Very sad. He waits for what he considers an appropriate minute and a half before continuing. Alas, even amidst tragedy, the cogs of bureaucracy must turn. If Captain Whitlock is deceased, the station authority require their answers from the first officer. He dons a set of spectacles and locates his pen. It will be relatively painless. Name, background, purpose of visit, etc. Shall we begin? Alright. These are my questions about my captain. Oh, look at this! This game has turned very nice. So, create your captain. Today, London lies between the stars. Her new empire unfolds across the heavens. 10 years ago, before the northern gate was opened, before the enduring empress led her people into the skies, it lay in a vast cavern far beneath the earth. Deep, dark, marvelous. Who were you then? Ah, yes. That's that. See, that's Sunless Sea. Who were you then? Give me at random, Captain. A street urchin. No parents, no laws, no masters, but also no roof over your head, no money, and often no dinner. Freedom comes at a price. You'll begin with high veils. All right, this gives me high iron, confronting and overcoming. This gives me high hearts, the skill of convincing and enduring. This gives me high mirrors, the skill of investigating and deducing. Good lord, there's a lot in there. A sailor! That's what they called it the Z instead of the C. And you were a sailor instead of a sailor. Anyways, a priest. Hymns and hymnals. You will begin with high hearts, the skill of convincing and enduring. It's the same as a poet, isn't it? Yeah. This probably gives me high iron, the skill of confronting and overcoming. A ministry auditor. For a time, you served at the Ministry of Public Decency, which has become Her Majesty's preferred instrument. You will begin with high mirrors, revolutionary. You will begin with high veils. So there's just like different things, I guess. The world is broken. One way for the rich, another for the poor. I think I'm going to go with sailor, mostly for RP purposes. Although I do want to beat the crap out of stuff. But, you know, I do want to have high investigating and deducing. This is hard. I cannot decide. Ugh, this is very hard. Veils, iron, hearts, and mirrors. Maybe I'll go with an academic. As a captain, what should I have? As a good captain, convincing and enduring. You know what? We're gonna go with a priest because I know my people, you know. Oh, this is interesting. There's more. My people, you can convince your people to have high moral, morale. Wow, that is a different word. It's spelled almost the same. You preached the word and brought the needs of the world before the church in intercession. But besides God Almighty, to whom did you answer? A bright-eyed sequencer. The new sequence was a young creed then. Now it has spread to the highest offices of the church with Her Majesty's blessing. The Bishop of Southwark. Southwark? I feel like it's not Southwark, is it? It's said quickly, isn't it? Southwark? I'm probably quite wrong. It was illegal to hunt or harass devils. There were citizens of London like you, but the bishop did not care. Your parishioners, Sisyphus had it easy. He never had to contend with Mrs. Quake. All right, so this increases my mirrors, investigating and deducing, and affiliates you with establishment. Increases your veils. It affiliates me with villainy. I don't think I want that. Increase your iron, skill of confronting and overcoming. I am going to take investigating and deducing. All right. What does winning mean to you? To win, gather substantial retirement fund. Acquire lodgings at a hub port and retire. Gather stories of your exploits and write about them in New Winchester. I want this one. I'm a priest. I don't need fame. I mean wealth. You will immortalize your exploits to the song of the sky, a grand epic to spice up history and literature lessons for generations to come. For centuries, people have launched themselves into the unknown in the hope of making a name for themselves. You're sure. There was probably more text to that, but I didn't get it. Martin! I don't want to be Martin. Term of address. Intendant, nurse, madam, sir, citizen, captain. I want to be captain. Call me captain. That's who I am. Ooh, fancy. Let's see, what kind of hair can I get? I like this. I think it's if it's what I think it is, I like that one. Ooh. I was a priest. I was a lady priest. I was. Yes. I was a Cthulian priest. No, we'll be relatively. Ooh, I like this one. Yeah, I like this hat. This looks kind of captainy. Oh, you could change your brow for your silhouette. This is quite lovely silhouette work. I am going to go with probably that one. Dear God. Okay. I probably, I'm sorry. Something about going from what I had before to what it is now is very funny. Oh. My gosh. I am a mummy. Yes. I like this one. All right, let's take a look at the chins that we have. I think I'll go with this one. This seems relatively normal. Although, you know, I did actually like, not that. I went the wrong direction. I liked this one, surprisingly. But it doesn't really go with the hat, does it? Oh, God, character creation is the worst. It's not even a real character creation. Like, I'm making a silhouette, right? And I'm still sitting here like, this needs to be perfect. I need to make the perfect character. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to name her Susan. I don't know why. That's her name. Captain Susan. She's glorious. Maybe I could change her later. All right, so we have 25 hearts, and we have 17... I already forgot. I think it was mirrors. Start. Excellent. I'm very excited. Well, Susan's captain now. Sorry, Whitlock. The reading of the will. 3 weeks have passed. This morning, Captain Whitlock received a simple memorial service. Her body was consigned to a necropolis train bound for the Serene Mausoleum. Now you sit with a handful of her relatives in the threadbare offices of her solicitors. A methodical notary is reading the will. Captain was wealthy once, but squandered her capital on mysterious expenses before her expedition to the Blue Kingdom. The captain's relatives, from whom she was mostly estranged, are clearly wondering why you are here. In a final codicil, the notary announces, Captain Whitlock confirmed that possession of the Orphean was to pass to its first officer. He peers at you with dry, gray eyes. This includes a certain black box contained in the Orphean's hold. Captain Whitlock's final request was that, at a time of your choosing, you transport said box to an address in London. He hands you an address card and deposit it there, along with this. He slides a stiff envelope towards you. It contains a key. She gave no explanation. And that's it. You're captain now. The Orphean is yours. You have been bequeathed a large black box which once belonged to Captain Whitlock, and 100 sovereigns. The clamoring central station of New Winchester. Place of steam and smut and thundering iron. Here you find people willing to pay for a skilled captain's service. Great. So, we have quite a few things that we can do while we are here in New Winchester. For starters, we have no fuel, so we're great on that. Repair your locomotive. We have... Oh, no, I'm sorry. We have 2 fuel. What is this one? We have 0 supplies! Hey, great place to be. Terror. We have no terror. Our hull is great. Let's see. Wolsey Station, Bazaar, Abraham's Engineering, Victoria Market, Wolsey Engine Yard. Okay. I think this is actually a pretty good place to stop this video. I don't know if this is going to be a series. I know text-based games are not, like, really huge on YouTube. They don't really do that great. This is a, like, choose-your-own-adventure type thing, though. So there's a ton of reading, but, like, you choose what you do. Like, what I do next is absolutely going to have an effect on whether or not I survive. This is a strategy game. It's very... Okay, so I don't know much about Sunless Skies, but Sunless Seas was unforgiving. Like, if you screwed up, you screwed up. That was it. I don't think I ever got a new ship. Like, I just could not figure out how to make money in that game. You have to move fast, too. I did realize that. I was moving way too slow in Sunless Seas. I needed to move fast. I needed to be getting out there. I was afraid to move fast, though, because one time I accidentally went up against something that was 5,000 times my size, and it scared the crap out of me, and I lost that fight and died. So, it is unforgiving. But anyways, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this. I got this on Cyber Monday because it was a certain percentage off. I don't remember, but I was very excited because I have been wanting to get this game for ages. I should have got it ages ago and supported the team because, you know what, I really like this series. And yeah, I am very excited. I love the way that it's changed. The UI and the GUI in this looks amazing. Like, look at how pretty this is. It looks so good. It turned out so nice. And the music, as always, it is so good. Like, I have the soundtrack from the first game, and it is just so good. So good. It doesn't always play, which kills me because music is so good. But when it plays, you're just like, yes. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.